Hello, what is up, gamers? Welcome back. This is the big one, the 6-month HRT update. Didn't think I'd ever be here, so that's wild. There is a lot of stuff to go over today. The last 2 months have been absolutely insane in terms of HRT stuff. Probably the most noticeable 2 months when it comes to basically everything. So we're gonna talk about like mood changes, physical changes, how I've been like physically feeling. Am I tired? Yes. This time I'm gonna do something a little bit different, and I'm gonna save the more after dark changes for like the end. I'll let you know when that's coming so that those of you who don't want to hear about that can just go and get out. I think the biggest item on the agenda today is probably mood stuff, because that's kind of taken a backseat for most of transition so far, but over the last like month it has hit me like a ton of bricks, and I think it's super important to discuss it. Like, I was told to expect things going into HRT, but after 5 months of not really feeling anything particularly crazy in terms of mood changes, like yeah, there was something, but I didn't get like the tidal wave that I was warned about. I started to really notice it like 2 or 3 weeks ago when I started feeling like super depressed out of nowhere. At first it just felt like normal seasonal depression, so I was just like, okay, I can move past this, I can just like work through it and it'll go away in a couple days. Plot twist, no, it did not go away in a couple days. My mental health was on such a sharp decline for the first couple days of that week that I was like, I have to call my therapist. I could not wait for the next session, and this is not something I normally do. I was like, I have to call my therapist, like now. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure she's on vacation in Mexico because I have not heard from her 2 weeks. Which is honestly fine because I ended up handling it myself and getting through it pretty well, and I think I learned some like coping mechanisms that are probably gonna come in handy because I'm probably gonna feel like that again. And as it started to subside, I was pretty sure that it was just kind of an unrelated incident, not related to hormones, just like random depression, because that does happen to me from time to time. But what came after made me realize that that was not normal. That was 100% hormone related. Because as soon as I stopped feeling depressed, I started feeling a bunch of other stuff. Some of it will have to wait for the end. I was doing the stereotypical like watching a TV show and feeling like I'm gonna cry because something mildly sad happened thing. And I didn't know this was an actual thing, but my maternal instinct like switched on and went absolutely haywire. I was sitting there feeding my frog and I was like, this is the best thing to ever happen to me. It's a frog, dude. And then when I stopped being sad, I would get like angry and irritated for a little bit, and then I would be happy, and then I would be sad, and then it would just kind of loop around and repeat. It was kind of like that oh my god. It was like that Nintendo DS game, the Princess Peach one, where she has like the emotion powers and she like fucking cries on plants to make them grow, and that's like the whole gameplay loop. But in real life, at some point during this, I got a TikTok in my For You page and it was like, hey trans sisters, did you know that you can actually get a cycle? And like, it's like a real thing that actually does happen. And I was like, huh, that explains some things. So yeah, after like 5 months of gradual, sort of intermittent emotional changes, it was just like, fuck you, you're a woman now, deal with it. Anyway, yeah, can't wait for that to come back next month, it's gonna be great. But I think that's quite enough about my dumb, stupid feelings. I don't remember if I talked about it last time, but I've been feeling completely exhausted for like 4 consecutive months. And I'm usually tired because I don't eat particularly well, and I sleep, actually no, I sleep pretty decent. I'm proud of myself. Good job. I mean, it may be from like 5 a.m. to 2 p.m., but that's a lot of sleep, right? No, this exhaustion is almost certainly caused by HRT because, well, obviously I'm growing. Like, second puberty is kind of hard on your body. But also I think my dosage might have been off for a while there. I got to a point where I was at work and I was trying to just do like basic physical labor, and I just could not anymore. I just like physically, like, I was exhausting the last of my willpower, like just trying to stay standing and get through the shift. It was like, oh my god. And by the time I get home most nights, I'm so exhausted that I can't even record. Like, this takes energy, this whole thing. It's not a persona, it's the real me, but it's all the energy I have for the week crammed into like an hour of recording. And when I am so exhausted that I just can't stand when I get home from work, I obviously can't record, which is really frustrating. So I was like, okay, time to fix this. So just for perspective, I'm on 6 milligrams E daily and 100 milligrams Spiro. So I had the estrogen split up. I would take 4 milligrams in the morning and 2 milligrams at night. And what I asked my doctor to do is to let me do the 4 milligrams in the morning like normal orally, but do the night dose sublingually, because supposedly that sublingual route is going to absorb more estrogen. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, a lot more energy. It might just be coincidental, maybe because all that weird emotional stuff is over, I just have more energy from not being anxious all the time, I don't know. When it comes to physical changes, the last couple months have been actually fucking poggers. No other word for it, just poggers. Skin continues to improve, get softer, get lighter. My veins are fucking tiny as all hell. It's like 0.7 millimeter lead. Hold up. Check, can you even see my veins? Oh my god, like, They're gone. Where did they go? And actually, I got like a panic attack one time looking at my arm and thinking, oh my god, what's wrong with my veins? Turns out I'm just not a man anymore. Wonderful. Body hair regrowth, it just continues to slow. I noticed a lot of that at the beginning, like the first 2 to 3 months. I was noticing like noticeably, like I would shave and then I'd be able to go like an additional day without shaving my arms. It was fantastic. Now I've lost track of how long I can go. I'm pretty sure I shaved them a week ago and they still look compellingly like femme. Like it's just so much lighter and like so, I'm very happy with that. I haven't really noticed anything when it comes to facial hair. It's pretty much the same as it's always been. It might be a little bit finer, a little bit lighter, but it's definitely not like super noticeably better, unfortunately. Got hair, skin, fucking, what else? What is a human but hair and skin? Okay, so we've covered a lot of stuff so far, but I think we're starting to get into the things that some of you may want to tune out for. Call it Sky After Hours. Here, we'll put on some like mood lighting. Oh, that looks like complete shit. That's worse. Okay, maybe no mood lighting. Oh fuck, oh I don't want it all the way off. Make it white. So yeah, people who don't like sexual content, minors, people who are related to me for the love of God, all of you, please be gone now. As for the rest of you, it has been an eventful couple of months. There was a lot of stuff that I thought was like a myth going into HRT that is not a myth. Actually, before we go into the mythical things, probably important to talk about like physical growth check. Boys, we growing? We growing in the chat? Should I? Oh, I should. Welcome to the locker room. You're welcome to join me in removing your... No, you're not. Actually, no. Keep your clothes on. Disgusting freak. God damn, bros are not as hot on fucking camera as they are in the fucking mirror. So, side profile. No fucking padding here. It fucking, like, moves. It moves. It has gravity. Physics, even. Still no fucking hips, though. Let's see if I can get this off without, like, looking at it. Normally I have to spin it around. Oh. Oh. No. Anyway, it is now time to move into more degenerate territory. I do want to preface this part by saying, like, I used to watch a lot of HRT update videos before I started just to see how people, you know, were doing. I would read a lot of Reddit posts, I would just consume a lot of HRT updates, and almost every time they would, like, try to dance around the terminology and, like, use words that were very clinical. I don't want to do that because, like, I'm a person, not a fucking cadaver, so, like, I don't orgasm with my penis. That's not a thing I do. I come with my dick. Okay, maybe there's a reason they use clinical terminology. So with that out of the way, for the last 2 weeks, I have been fucking uncontrollably horny. Oh my god. That's one of the things that really convinced me that it's the hormones that's been fucking me up. Because, like, seriously, it has taken me back to, like, 6 months ago, before I started HRT. It's like, I was fine for months, and I was just like, remember that time you used to fuck yourself 3 times a day? Do it again. And I'm just like, yes ma'am. It's been like a fucking bimbofication dojin? Dojin? I wouldn't know how to pronounce it because I don't read those, because I have a life. And this is where we get into the mythical things I mentioned earlier. Now that I've done so much extensive research, I can definitely confirm that things feel a lot different. Like, I thought that might be bullshit, or it might just be like, oh, people are more comfortable in their bodies now, so maybe it feels better, they can get more into it. No, physically, on a physical, fundamental level, it feels different. And I didn't notice it until one day I was fucking, myself. As you do. And I noticed that, like, my fucking back was arched and I'm just fucking laying there writhing like a fucking brain dead, slut. And I was just thinking, like, I never used to do this. I was never like this. It was just like, lay there, fucking bam, done, okay, bye. And that was it, But now it's just like, it's a fucking roller coaster. It's a goddamn fucking full body workout. Ooh, maybe that's why I'm exhausted. Just kidding. No, it's not. It's not. So yeah, it feels good. I don't know if I want to go into more detail than that. It's like, on one hand, it's like, it's significant. Like, it's like, I guess, clinically significant. Like, it's worth it for people to know. On the other hand, it's like, maybe people really don't want to know. I think it's bigger. I know that sounds insane. I know that sounds absolutely fucking insane, but I could swear it might be. And I don't know how to explain that. And stick with me, that is the kind of thing where if I had heard or read that anywhere before, I would have been like, yeah, fuck you, you're an idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. But, like, actually? Maybe it's just because I'm more into it, or, like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, basically there's been no performance loss. In fact, perhaps maybe a performance gain. I think the only 2 things that have, like, diminished in performance are, like, I come less, obviously, because that's what it does. And also my skin being a lot softer means I have a lot less stamina because there are just physical limits now that were not there before. Gotta be, like, gentle now. It sucks, but, what are you gonna do? Enough of that. We gotta stop with that. I'm not a shy person. This should not be as hard as it is. I, like, Like legitimately, at any point, I am literally this close to having an OnlyFans and have been for like years. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time right now. I think I'm gonna go get fucking shit-faced and play Minecraft. So yeah, for those of you who made it through that, thank you. I'm sorry. Bye.